Hi and welcome to Encore. I'm Connor and we are here with the lovely Sophie Evans backstage at Wicked.
Woohoo!
Wicked. How are you, love?
I'm really, really good.
Good.
Yeah, thrilled.
Nice. So tell us, who do you play? For people who don't know.
I play the fantastic Glinda the Good Witch, who I've wanted to play since I was very, very young, since the first time I heard the soundtrack. So I feel absolutely honoured to be that crazy lady.
And do you remember your first Wicked experience?
I do, yeah. Well, my first time I came to see the show, I was 16, and my mother, auntie and nan brought me for my birthday.
Nice.
And I came dying to see Kerry Ellis, because she was my alphabet. I was obsessed with her, and she was off.
Oh no.
But I saw the fantastic Ashley Gray anyway, so
Yeah.
it was like, I still had the best time ever. Originally, I remember listening to the soundtrack when I was about 13, 14, I think. And that kind of, I wasn't so crazy about MT at the time, but when that came out, I was really obsessed with the soundtrack.
And obviously Wizard of Oz has been a big old part of your life.
It has,
So
yeah.
you first entered, I suppose, the public eye when you were in Over the Rainbow.
Yes, when I was 16, 17 when I went on that. So,
Crazy.
yeah, it was crazy, and it's nice that the two shows connect, and
Yeah.
I do love that little connection there. But
Because you played Dorothy at the London
I played
Palladium.
Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz at the London Palladium.
And obviously you've had some magical Wicked moments on part of this contract. You got to meet Kristen Chenoweth.
I did. There she is.
There
She's
she is up there.
she's chilling.
And she watched the show.
She watched the show, and she said it's the first time she's watched the show full since being in it.
Oh, really?
Which I couldn't believe, because I thought you were involved in it at the start, such a massive part of the show. Everyone who knows the show would be like, Kristen Chenoweth, Glinda, you just know it. So the fact that she'd never seen it through and we were the first cast she'd seen was so special. And obviously Adina, amazing, but for me it was Kristen coming to see the show was just the icing on the cake, and I got to meet her and she was the nicest woman ever. And just everything you want her to be. She was Glinda, and you can see why Stephen Schwartz kind of wrote some of the songs around her personality and gave her that kind of cheeky, fun character, because she is that. And she was so complimentary, and she FaceTimed my mother with me. I went, I have to FaceTime my mother now you're here. And I was like, Mom, and my mother was in bed. She was like, Soph, I haven't brushed my hair. And Kristen was like, I love your daughter. I was like, oh, this is so cool. Yeah.
But what was that like? Obviously, coming down the bubble for No One More's the Wicked, and thinking, Kristen Chenoweth in the auditorium.
OG Glinda's in the
Yeah.
audience.
Yeah.
I was very nervous, actually. But in a sense that I want her to be proud of what the show still represents, and what people still have so much passion for it. And it's my favourite show in the entire world. Yeah. So to know that the woman who created the role was watching me do that part was immense, really.
And what was your audition process like for Glinda?
My audition process was great. I loved it. Everyone used to go, oh, Wicked, it can be, rigorous, because so many people that want to be in the show, which is understandable. But I had a really friendly experience where I just went in knowing what I wanted to do. I sang First Time in Forever from Frozen, but in an English accent. So that, I sounded like Glinda just singing a Frozen song. I did not, honest to God, think I'd get it in a million years. So I went in with no expectations, and I think that's the key to never go in with crazy expectations. Know you can do your best, and you do what you can do, and you can think you're right for the part, but I didn't think I would get it. So the day I got the phone call, I collapsed. Literally, I was on my own in my parents' house, and I think I was watching like Downton Abbey or something, just like chilling, and my agent rang. I thought, oh no, it's going to be a no. I don't want to answer it.
Let that go to voicemail.
I was like, I will. Come on, pluck up the courage, answer it. Hi, Sophie. I've got some lovely news. I was like, I've got cover, Glinda. You've got Glinda in London. I was like, what? I was crying, she was crying. Unbelievable. Best day ever.
And what is your favourite moment in the show? Because Glinda does go through quite a
She
big
does.
journey.
I've got loads of favourite moments, but for me it'll always be, I think, For Good. That song's just got such a bigger meaning than just the show as well. I've sung it at lots of events in my life where it means a lot. I sang at my leavers assembly at school.
No way.
My parents renewed their wedding vows and I sang at the wedding. And it just means so much. The words are so potent and the melody is beautiful. So that moment in the show, I think, oh my gosh, I'm in Wicked singing this song. And it's about it.
Getting into character for Glinda must be quite a big thing. So obviously she's an iconic character, but also she has such a big journey. Unlike Elphaba, going green, what are the character things that get you into that Glinda vibe?
As soon as I get that bouncy blonde wig on, it is kind of, you feel the movement of it. You think, yeah, she is, she's in. So, I mean, I put glitter all over my chest and my shoulders, and I've got bright pink lip gloss on. So I just look in the mirror and go, oh, she's you. Because, I mean, you know, I like a bit of makeup and girliness, so it's not too different from me, but it definitely, when you put that blonde wig on and the tiara and the pink lip gloss, you go, right, I'm ready to rock and roll now.
And obviously you're from Wales.
I am from Wales.
And Glinda's got an RP accent.
She has.
How is that?
I love doing accents, have since I was very small. So I was American in The Wizard of Oz. That was probably a slightly bigger challenge, but you get into it. But I'm sad because when I listen back to myself, I do think my Welsh accent's getting softer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I think, oh no, I'm going to have to do a show where I'm Welsh because otherwise I'm going to lose it forever.
Just stay in Cardiff for a bit.
Yeah, if I go home, it comes back.
Yeah.
But now and again, I'll listen back and I'll think, oh, you said that English, you didn't say that with my native accent. But yeah, Glinda's taken over.
With the show, there's lots of twists and turns. What do you think audiences expect from the show? Like, what do you think people will learn from the evening?
If you've never seen the show before, I think you'll come along and just see a spectacle. I do think people expect a spectacle, actually, but they come along and they're just moved by the colours, the lighting in this show. I'm always amazed if I ever step back and look at the lighting. It's so beautiful. Yeah, every scene is so colourful, but in its own unique way. But I think the story, you can connect to somebody, I think. You know, you could be the kid in school who's not understood, or you could be the sister who's always kind of in the shadows because her sister's, you know, outspoken and different. You can be the one who's desperate to be popular. So I think you can connect with somebody and follow their journey and connect yourself to that, and that's why people get moved by it, because the people, even though they're fictional, can be relatable as well.
What advice would you give to a young Glinda or a young performer out there who wants to get into the world of musical theatre?
My advice would be always take your chances. Like, if anything comes up, no matter how you think it's going to turn out, if you think, oh, I won't do that because it's far away, or I won't do that because for whatever reason, just take the chance. Always take the chance. I went for X Factor when I was 14, got to boot camp, nothing come of it, but that experience gave me another layer of experience. And I've had way more no's than I've had yeses. Like, 80 to 20, 90 to 10%, 90 no's, 10% yeses. So you have to have that. You have to be prepared to be knocked down, but eventually it will all make sense.
That's perfect advice.
Thank you. So just be you.
So make sure you head down to Apollo Victoria and see the lovely Sophie Evans in Wicked. Thank you ever so much.
Thank you so much, and definitely do come and watch.
Thanks, guys. Bye.